Happy New Year!
Thank you. Now let's get started. The future isn't created in a keynote address. The presidential speech did not land us on the moon. Millions of man-hours did. They built their way there. Some will talk about the future, but you'd be a fool to believe them. You see, talk doesn't get things done. Building does. Building like we have for the last 115 years. And building for the next century. Building cars, new technology, and transforming cities. So let the other guys keep dreaming about the future. We'll be the ones building it.
Good afternoon, Detroit. How are we doing on this Saturday? You guys, my name is Dana, and I would like to welcome you to Ford, where we're proud to build great cars, trucks, and SUVs. Proud to help build strong local communities, and proud to help build a better world that offers more mobility solutions for all of us.
My grandfather, when he became ill and was no longer able to move, he rarely ever left the house and was completely dependent on those around him. So that's really when the first question of mobility and aging came into my mind, and that was sort of the seed for how Go Ride got started. We believe so strongly that mobility is a fundamental right. My grandfather could have retained more of his social circle, more of his interests, and again, lived on his terms and be able to be the person that he was his whole life. To have that kind of experience really speaks to the values that Ford has, and I think we're all very proud to be part of that.
When Jake was little, he just loved playing with any kind of car it was. And then he just liked to start going to dealerships.
And they would see us come in and they'd say, "Oh, can we help you?" And we'd say, "No, we're just looking at the cars." And after a while, you could almost sense that there was an annoyance with us. But when we came to Apple Valley Ford, they really embraced Jacob.
Jake found something in us that he liked. He just wanted to be a part of something, and we were lucky enough for him just to want to be a part of what we had.
It's one of the hardest things we consider, raising a special needs son is inclusion. So when the dealership embraced him, we just asked, is it okay if Jacob actually works here? And then he was officially employed.
You look at Jake as he's in the dealership, and he is proud to be part of Ford. The fact that the people at Ford care enough about him.
Most people can't really imagine what it's like to be in a raging fire. The Tubbs fire is a good example of a blaze that just got out of control incredibly quickly. Two sheriff's deputies are going door to door. And this is a very frantic time in any emergency situation.
Where you at?
These two sheriff's deputies, at great personal peril, used their cruisers to get into where the people were, around the flames, embers flying, to get those people out and to safety. All of those heroes are people too, and every one of them shares the same fears, the same concerns, and the only thing that they can rely on is their training and their equipment, because that's what gets them through every one of those emergency calls. I am proud that Ford is here to support me and all first responders so that we can support you.
Even those of us who aren't first responders still want to be the heroes of our own adventures. And that's why Ford created the all-new Ranger. It's the only mid-size pickup truck that's built Ford tough and adventure ready. So let's take a look, shall we? groundbreaking all-new Ranger. And as you all know, the Ford Ranger is back and ready for your next adventure. But speaking of adventures, let's meet the Slimmick family, who retraced a part of Lewis and Clark's path on a single tank of gas in the all-new Ford Explorer Hybrid.
Sam, come on, let's go. That would be amazing. Thank you.
This all-new 2020 Explorer Hybrid delivers 318 combined horsepower and is projected to return an EPA estimated range of 500 miles between gas station fill-ups, so it can take you off-road with confidence or tow up to 5,000 pounds when properly equipped. And there's no compromise in cargo space or passenger room. But folks, we're not done with our Explorer news yet. That's right, we have one more very exciting Explorer to share with you this afternoon. So ladies and gentlemen, meet the all-new Ford Explorer ST. So underneath that hood, we got a 3-liter V6 EcoBoost engine that's projected to turn out 400 horsepower with 415 pound-feet of torque. And it has a targeted top speed of up to 143 miles per hour. So folks, this is the fastest Explorer we have ever built. And this all-new Explorer ST is also equipped with our Ford Co-Pilot 360 driver assist technology. So, for example, we've all had that moment of truth trying to change lanes on a busy freeway, right? Well, now with blind spot information system on the Explorer, it uses radar to help detect vehicles in your blind spot, and then will warn you with an indicator light in your side view mirror. And then there's cross traffic alert, which uses that same radar to help detect vehicles approaching from the sides you can't see when you're slowly backing out of a parking space or a driveway. And how about when you're driving home in stop-and-go traffic at the end of a long day? Everyone's favorite. Well, adaptive cruise control helps you maintain a safe distance in traffic by managing acceleration and braking. So that way you can smoothly cruise at the speed and following distance that you select. And the system can also detect when you cross over a lane marker and will notify you through steering wheel vibration. And can even apply steering wheel torque to help guide you back into that center lane. And then let's not forget about automatic emergency braking that uses radar and camera technology to scan the road ahead and will apply the brakes to help reduce collisions with slowed or stopped vehicles. Or hey, even a pedestrian. And all this and more is featured on the 2020 Explorer. And that's only the beginning, because we're rolling our Ford Co-Pilot 360 technology out across our entire Ford lineup. And we're also thinking beyond smart vehicles. We're working with cities and other partners to create a smart new world where every journey is easier and more seamless for each of us. Ooh, okay, so imagine that this is a future Ford vehicle, and it operates in the city of tomorrow, where open source technology that Ford is already building with our partners keeps vehicles constantly connected to roadside infrastructure like traffic signals, to the transportation mobility cloud, pedestrians, cyclists, and even first responders. So let's see what that might be like, shall we? Karen is expecting her first child in 2 weeks, and her husband Alberto is driving them to the final checkup with Dr. Gibson. But on the way there, Karen starts to think that maybe she's going into labor now. So she calls Dr. Gibson, who tells them to go directly to the hospital. And well, guys, that's when Alberto starts to have a panic attack. But before he can even start to hyperventilate, driver assist technology takes control to safely park the vehicle. And first responders and medical teams are contacted automatically. Signals are switched, traffic is rerouted, so that way first responders can reach the patient safely. I mean, they already know that they have a pregnant mom and now a panicked dad at the same scene. And Dr. Gibson, she's already on her way to the hospital, an autonomous vehicle that also operates as a mobile office. So folks, what could have been a minor emergency turns out to be the perfect delivery of the happiest kind. And that's our vision of the city of tomorrow, and it all starts with advanced new vehicles that we're building here today. So folks, I've talked about our latest technologies and our newest Ford vehicles, but real quick, would anyone here like to meet my friend Shelby? Oh, that's it? You guys, she's really pretty and muscular, and did I mention she's a Mustang? Make some noise, Motor City.
So if you're ready to race, the first thing we have to do is pick a GT500, and we have some great choices. But I have to warn you, I've been driving a Mustang since I've been 15.
Yeah, with no license, no insurance, right, Jim? You know, I didn't start driving until I was street legal, but I'll take my chances. Wow, it's a GT500 mystery car. Let's unlock it and see what it can do.
All right, so if you're ready to race, let's put our headsets on, and let's invite everyone in the audience to come along for the ride.
Ford we have ever built. The all-new 2020 Shelby GT500. So it's powered by a hand-built 5.2-liter aluminum alloy block. And this supercharged engine turns out over 700 horsepower. And this all-new GT500 is also loaded with smart racing technology from Ford Performance. That's going to make it the most advanced performance Mustang ever. So ladies and gentlemen, that officially concludes our show. Once again, thank you for visiting Ford, where we're proud of the great cars, trucks, and SUVs that we're building here today, and excited about the smart new world that we're building for tomorrow. So once you leave the auto show today, make sure you go check out the Michigan Central Station Winter Festival. So that's happening at the station in Corktown now through January 27th. And it starts at 5:30 p.m. every night, so go check it out. It's really cool. It's filled with indoor and outdoor activities. And if you want to stick around here and have some more fun with us in the Ford display today, we got a lot going on. Make sure to go check out the Ranger Scramble Net over in the truck zone. You can climb through there, have some fun. Adults are welcome. And if you like VR, we have a VR Explorer ride over here in the SUV section. Otherwise, thank you for attending the North American International Auto Show, and welcome to Ford. Oh wait, there's